Perfected faces. Done by the best makeup artist Candy. Do you know the feeling when a football player scores, or even just plays football? Do you know the feeling when an artist draws, or even when she finishes her masterpiece? Do you know the feeling when they see how much they both accomplished? It's called happiness. It's what makeup makes me feel. Makeup is art on your face. It enhances your features, not hide them, unless you want to. Which is what makes it great. I don't see why makeup deserves all this hate. Wearing makeup isn't about insecurity. It's about confidence, at least to me. Simply just applying these beautiful products on my face makes me happy. Why? Because that's my kind of masterpiece. Makeup isn't what makes you feel beautiful, it doesn't make me beautiful. I know I'm beautiful just like everyone else. The face is everything, because without it, what is makeup? The face is like a paper that an artist needs to draw on. At the end of the day, your face is the reason you're beautiful.
Hey friends, so let's talk about it, okay? I know this is my second voicemail and I'm pretty sure you still busy, but I just wanted to leave you this voicemail because I don't know if you've heard it in a while, but friend, I love you. And I'm so proud of you. You know, I'm so grateful that you didn't give up when things got hard. I'm so thankful that you pushed past the pain, that you pushed past your circumstances, that you pushed past what everybody else was saying. You pushed past your mind to get to where you are. Friend, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I know it wasn't easy. And I know that there was days that you wanted to give up. And sometimes you did give up. But I'm glad that even though you gave up, you came back. You tried again. Friend, that's amazing. And I know you be thinking like it ain't no big deal, but it's such a big deal. You're so strong. I know you be feeling weak sometimes. I do too. But when you can literally pull yourself out of a place of depression, oppression, feeling down, feeling worthless, and after everything you done been through, you still decide to get up and try again. Friend, you stronger than what you think. And I just want to leave this voicemail because I know the last one I left, you know. But I wasn't calling to get on your nerves, friend. I just wanted you to know that I love you so much. And I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so glad that God saw fit for us to be friends. Listen, I hope this helps you today. And I love you. And you know God loves you most. Have a great day, friend. Bye.
Hi. In case you haven't heard this in a while, I love you. Do you hear me?
I love you!
Unconditionally and irrefutably. And not just because you're hot and cool and funny and smart. I love you because I see you. Underneath the mask, underneath society's expectations of what it takes to be conventionally lovable. Pardon my language. F that. You don't have to do anything or be anything for me to love you. I just do. I love that you're here, and I love that I'm here, and I love that we get to share this weird, cool, mysterious existence together. Okay, that's all. Bye!
I love you. And I will choose to love you every single day. With everything that I have. That's a promise that I can make to you.
I don't know who this is for, but get everybody out your ear. Listen to what the Lord has to say. Tone everybody else out. Remove the distractions and focus on what the Lord has to say. Seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and He shall direct your path. He will not mislead you, and He will not lead you astray. Stop looking for validation from other people and seek it from the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Listen to what the Lord has to say and let Him lead you and let Him guide you, because baby, He gonna get you where you need to be. And that's the that's the honest truth. Tone everybody else out. Seek the Lord. That is all. Have a blessed day now.
Daily reminder: never apologize for making a decision that upsets other people. You are not responsible for their happiness. You are responsible for your happiness.
The enemy cannot cannot touch your gift. He cannot touch your call. Oh, but he can touch your confidence. And he will attack your confidence, because if he can get your confidence, you will shrink away from your call, and you will deny the gift that is in you, and you will buckle under the pressure, and the fear will stop you from stepping out.
I don't care who started it. That's a cop-out answer to a bad situation. All that does is teach one child that they can passive-aggressively instigate a situation and get away with it, and teach the other child that nobody...
3 tips to stand up for yourself without starting a fight. We've all had a friend say something we don't like, whether it's a passive-aggressive insult or a joke that goes a little too far. Don't shoot back an insult. Number 1, avert your attention elsewhere. So as they're talking, you hear something you don't like, or it's a passive-aggressive insult, you just don't validate the behavior. Number 2, if that doesn't work, set a soft line. Just state in a casual manner you don't appreciate the behavior and you'd like to move on from it. Most of the time, these first 2 will work because people will get the hint you're not enjoying what's going on. Now, if that doesn't work, set a hard line. Speak calmly, set a clear boundary, explain why the boundary is important and the consequences of continuing the action. This could include getting up and leaving the situation, just walking away from it. Subscribe and share for more.
Wow, you are just so amazing for going back to work so soon. I mean, I could never let a stranger watch my kids, but I mean, you're so strong. So I think I'm gonna head out in a couple minutes. I wish I could go. There's so much cleaning to do around here. Oh my gosh, Vicky, you were so funny at my party on Saturday. That was so much fun. Oh, you had a party on Saturday? Oh, we didn't get... I thought you were on the invitation.
All right, here's 3 prompts that will help you when you're dealing with people who are passive-aggressive. Total side note here, passive-aggressive people will consider your boundaries rude because you're being direct and to the point, and they call that rude, but they're passive-aggressive, and that's why. Passive-aggression often comes from being a people-pleaser, but told not to have conflict. So you're a people-pleaser avoiding conflict, usually in a childhood, which again, your stuff to process, not the people who you're being passive-aggressive towards, or vice versa. But prompt number 1 is if someone's coming at you and they're being passive aggressive, just simply say, can you repeat that? I just want to make sure that I heard what I heard. Number 2 is call them out. Just say, did you just give me unsolicited advice about my diet or about my spouse? Just be direct and say, what did you mean by that? Right? See, you have to understand, people will be passive aggressive until you're calling them out, but you're not going to attack them. You're just simply asking what they said. Okay. Those are 3 great tips.
I know something's bothering you and I won't stop asking you until you tell me, so tell me now. Oh, come on. You're still angry at that? You're so emotional. Look how passive aggressive you are. Like no one can talk to you. So, I'm noticing that there's something wrong. Do you want to talk about it? What do you mean? Nothing's wrong. Okay, well, if you do notice that something is bothering you, you can always reach out to me and we can talk about it. Okay.
You've heard of passive-aggressive behavior. Do you know what it actually is? It's an odd combination of indirect behavior that leaves you just roiling with anger. That person's done things to get under your skin that you can't directly call them out on. Like the person who's always late then makes you late for something important. Or talks through your favorite TV show. Maybe they forget to pack something that they promised they'd bring. All these small slights build up. They hurt and leave you really angry. But they have an out. They say, oh, I forgot, or I got into trouble, or I ran into traffic, making it really difficult for you to hold them accountable.
5 signs someone is passive-aggressive. They're masters of subtle insults, often hidden in jokes. They enjoy keeping you guessing and giving you the silent treatment. They always say, I wish this and that, waiting for you to interject. They sabotage you, insisting that they didn't mean it or forgot. Deep down, they're terrified of their own anger and feel powerless.
Have you ever wondered how to deal with passive-aggressive statements? Well, imagine your partner says something like this. Gosh, I guess I know where you want to spend your time tonight. Now, those passive-aggressive statements, they're designed to create an emotional reaction in us, to make us feel bad about the decision we're making. But it's manipulative, it's deceitful, it's kind of mean. But it's also a safe way to share your frustrations and disappointments without getting too vulnerable. So how to respond to passive-aggressive statements? Because they're going to happen, use what I call the translator. The translator is the tool of taking the message that they're trying to say, okay, in a passive-aggressive way, and turning into as if an angel had come down and said, what your partner's trying to say is, and then fill in the blank. So let's say my partner says something like this, I guess I know where you want to spend your time tonight. The translator is, honey, it sounds to me like you're really frustrated because you're hoping to spend time with me, but instead of spending time with you, I'm going to go and do something else. Is that what you're trying to say? See, now they're stuck because they either have to confirm it, okay, and go, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, which makes them feel beautifully terrible, or they have to correct it and explain what they're really trying to say. Either way, you don't stand there getting the drive-by of passive-aggressive statements.
Dude, this does not serve you anymore. Why are you hanging on to it? It was a gift from my mother, and you don't just throw away a gift.
Hey, welcome home. How was your day?
No, stop talking.
Fine, Daddy and I are gonna talk for a second. How was your afternoon?
No, quiet.
Is there something you need?
No talk.
Oh, you don't want us to talk right now? Can we whisper in each other's ears? Okay, here, Dad, come here. How was your day? Was it really good? Is that better? What, because your voice is more important than ours? Children are to be seen and not heard. If you don't be quiet, you're going to go to your room. If it's too loud for you, you need to go in a different room because we are going to be staying in here. Do we need to get you a pair of headphones that you can put on when you don't want us to talk? Because we can do that. We can order you a pair of headphones that are like noise canceling. Should we get her a pair of those and give that a try?
Well, hello. Welcome to part 3. Let's just get right into it. So if you haven't already, make sure to go check out my last 2 videos so that way you're all caught up. Jumping right into it, my ex did send me the discharge papers. This is funny for a few different reasons. It shows that she had an opportunity to actually clear up something in our relationship. It was only one piece of the puzzle. There were several other different reasons why I chose to leave. But definitely take stock of that when you are dealing with someone, is the actions that they take to actually resolve a conflict. The other thing is the extreme measures that she's taking to defend something that she claims did not happen. So we're just gonna jump right into it as far as the email here. So subject says discharge papers. Glad to see you telling your truth, but I thought you might need this to post as well, and you can check date and all. I didn't lie to you, but hey, God knows the truth. It's crazy. I was thinking about you because that business meeting paid off honestly, and you were someone I wanted to say thanks to for believing in my dream. So thank you. No bad blood in my heart. So we're gonna break down this email as to why it breeds toxicity, right? So first things first, the tone of this message is clearly passive aggressive. The point of toxic people in doing this is so that they can evoke a certain energy or a certain rise out of you, so that they can be able to control your emotions, or say that they can control your emotions. Also, a big thing is the perception that they give to others as far as who you really were to them. So breaking this down in the beginning, all this does is give a timeline to the lie, because she actually did in fact still lie. She did go to the hospital. I do stand corrected on that, but the discharge time was 20:33. For those of you that know military time, means 8:30 p.m. So when her mom questioned her where she was, she in fact was at that business meeting that I was telling you about, but it was still unbeknownst to me. She also confirms this in this email. Another thing a toxic person, narcissistic people will do is give an omission of deceitful behavior without realizing it. So she did go ahead and do that. Towards the end, she says, thank you for believing in my dream. This showcases and kind of contradicts whatever perception she put out to the public as far as the person I was to her. This shows that I was in fact the type of person that was supportive and, supportive of every aspect in life changes that she made. Last line is no bad blood in my heart, which is a common reverse manipulation tactic most toxic people will utilize, just to say, well, you're the one with the problem, not me. Ultimately, I hope this situation helps someone out there in choosing themselves. You can have the valid receipts, you can have the valid proof. It does not matter. It's not worth it to keep going back and forth with each other. You have to claim back your power, and the way you do that is choosing you.
How to respond to passive aggressive behavior.